Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Sim. Thank you so much for the support. Hope you all are doing great. I woke up this morning. I don't even know what I saw. And it's kind of funny that they are trying as much as they can to let to get to black people that bad. And let me tell you something, racism is expensive and it takes so much of your time and energy because the energy they invest in looking for something to trigger people is just a whole lot. But then I am like, how did we get there? How did we get here? So now Donald Trump has instructed that, he made a uniform and a grooming standard for medical conditions for the military. And now, if you have razor balm, mostly black men have razor balm and all of that. If you have that, trust me, there is nothing for you. I don't know how to react at this point in time because some certain things are not even making sense anymore. It's just a way to get you to react, talk, and all that. But how long are they going to continue like this? This is really unfair. I am not going to lie to you. This is really unfair. It's so not nice. And I am going to say this. If you have anything that cures uh, razor balm and all that, why not? Feel free to put it in the comment section. It might be helping somebody out. But you know what? Black people will get through this phase because this is really a very tough phase for Black people. Every day, breaking news. Let's get into this video.
Pete Hegseth and the Trump administration are trying to kick black people out of the military. I know off rip that just sounds fucking crazy, but bear with me for a second while I explain. So here recently, Pete Hegseth, the guy who's cosplaying as the Secretary of Defense, sent out a letter to all high-ranking Pentagon officials directing them to review military standards, part of which is the grooming standards. Immediately afterwards, this MAR admin came out on the uniform and grooming standards for medical conditions. And in this MAR admin, it talks about pseudofolliculitis, otherwise known as razor bumps. And in this MAR admin, there is a 4-phase plan for military members who are afflicted by these razor bumps to try to treat their own razor bumps over the course of a year. And if they cannot treat their razor bumps in a matter of a year, they are subject to administrative separation. Now, on face value, this seems very straightforward and doesn't seem like it has any race implications to it. However, the majority of people who are afflicted by pseudofolliculitis are black service members. In fact, approximately 99.99% of all pseudofolliculitis cases in the military are black service members. While it is not impossible for a white service member to develop pseudofolliculitis, it is extremely rare as this condition mostly affects black service members and black people in general. So this is directly targeting black service members on a condition they cannot control. Because if you've ever met a black service member who has been afflicted by pseudofolliculitis, you would know that they have literally tried almost everything to get around having razor bumps with no success. So this shit right here is just a way for Pete Hegseth and the Trump administration to kick black service members out of the military. Pete Hegseth and the Trump administration are trying to kick black people out of the military.
Okay, so he's talking about pseudofolliculitis, which is basically razor bumps. 99.9% of the people that have issues with that are melanated people. So if you have issues with having razor bumps, then get you some Noxzema, regular Noxzema, and some baking soda. Mix it together, about half and half. Put it on your face, wherever the razor bumps are. Let it sit, let it dry. Wipe it off. Keep doing that. The other thing you want to do is you want to get a hairbrush and brush your hair on your face downward. Keep doing that until you train your hair to grow in the pattern that it should grow, which is down, because our hair grows in a spiral. It'll stop. Have a good one.
Pete Hegseth and the Trump administration are trying to kick black people out of the military. I know off rip that just sounds fucking crazy, but bear with me for a second while I explain. So here recently, Pete Hegseth, the guy who's cosplaying as the Secretary of Defense, sent out a letter to all high-ranking Pentagon officials directing them to review military standards, part of which is the grooming standards. Immediately afterwards, this MAR admin came.
Basically, black people have this thing where we get razor bumps more than any race of people because our hair is very, very curly. Other races, when they shave, the hair comes straight out of the follicle. Ours, because of the curly hair, it starts to curl inside our skin before it comes out. And sometimes it misses the follicle, and that's what creates razor bumps. Now, in the military, we know this, right? So they have this program where they have this thing in the military where they said that when you go see a doctor, they attempt to treat it. If they find that they cannot treat it, then they will give you one of two things. You either get a no-shave chit, which is basically they found a way for black people with the bumps to remain in the military, and Trump has said no. If you cannot sort it out, get them the fuck out of the military. But if you don't understand what's really going on, let me show you something. This is Major General Charles Clark Rogers, I believe. If it's Clark, I'm sure it's Clark. But he is a black general who received the Medal of Honor, which is this medal right here. If you don't know what a Medal of Honor is, it is the highest medal a military service member can get. Basically, you got to be John Rambo. In the movie, John Rambo doesn't have a Medal of Honor, so you got to be John Rambo on steroids. Anyways, if you go to the Department of Defense website, you will see this. It says, let's start from the beginning. Recipient of the highest military decoration in the United States, the Medal of Honor for his actions during the Vietnam War. In March 2025, which is this week, the Department of Defense removed a Medal of Honor Monday News article on his website and modifying the article URL to include DEI. So a man who has proven the highest level, like there are not too many badasses that have ever existed in this world that will stand up to this man. He is the badass of the badass. Department of Defense have removed the Medal of Honor from their website and they've replaced it with DEI. Remember when they stopped? Yeah, I remember when Trump said to stop recruiting top black recruits from an engineering school. I said they don't want black people in the military. Everyone came and was like, oh, you overreacted. Right now, Arlington Memorial, they're trying to remove black service members who died. They're trying to remove black corpses from Arlington Memorial. Everyone is... I don't know what it will take. You know, one thing that bothers me, I'll make another video about that, but African men that live in Africa that support Trump.
This is how I go from this video. I have problem with I always have problem, especially if you're an African person. If you are African and you support Trump, I automatically have problem with you. I don't care who you are. Yeah. Because you do not know what is going on in America. No matter how hard you try to know what is going on, you are seeing politics from the eyes of a white man. And it is unfair as a black person or as an African person to see politics from the eyes of a white person and to see history from the eyes of a white person. That's why at some point I am no longer comfortable when they start telling the stories or they start telling black people's history, because they don't tell it well. Yeah. They are really trying all they can. You wake up every day, there is a breaking story. There is a breaking news. Something is happening. They are saying something. Whoa, it's hard. It's really hard trying to keep up with all these stories, I don't know. I don't know how to treat me. I don't know how, but I am sure there must be something or a way out of it. Like the last lady said, I is twitching. I don't know why. Like the last lady said, if you have any, you can try what she said, but I don't know. But if you have anything that can stop racism, why not? Feel free to put it in the comment section. I am sure the brothers will be reading it also, so they can help themselves out. Because as you all can see, they just want to let you all leave every area. They want you all to come out. They want you all to speak so that they will get what they are looking for. But not my people. It's really been a tough time. I don't know how you all are coping. I don't know how you all are receiving all this news back, left, front, and center. But I hope you stay strong. I hope you all are able to navigate through this period because it's really a very tough period. And for the men, because this is mostly going to affect the men, I hope you start brushing your beards downwards. Just grow your beards downwards because it's the way the what causes those razor bump. When you cut and we black people, we have curly hair. It is not us. That is how the nature. Tell me how. Tell me how. 99% black people are going to be affected. It doesn't happen to them. They are looking for everywhere, everything possible, every possible means, to get to black people. But all I can say is that let them be. We will absolutely navigate through this. Bye for now.